It's Chris from 2anyoneusa.com and Kpopusa.net. And today is an odd video, a weird video, and it's not your here's a review of this video that came out, here's a reaction, here's, what people think of Psy or something. If I kept doing the same thing every day, I think you're gonna get bored of me. And that's why when you look at my videos, you don't know what to expect for each one. So this video is where I could lose a lot of people that they're just like, what is he talking about? So this video might not be the video for you. And if you don't like it, just whatever. But this video is more for the people who listen to K-pop a lot, listen to music a lot, and just looking for something that they wouldn't expect to find from a K-pop vlog. This is me going deep into my mind, deep into a thought process that is just, I don't know. I'm trying. This is about deep, how deep I can go. So K-pop is music. So some of what I'm talking about just relates to non-K-pop too. And if you ask me, I'm expressing my view. Your view could be different. What is the most important thing in life? To me, is love. Love is the number one thing why I exist. I exist because I love life, I love my family, I love my friends, and I love K-pop. So love is the most important thing. And then, why do I work? I work, and I love work, and I love my job that I have at a company. But I work to bring home money to feed my family that I love. And I work to make money so that I can travel and visit friends and everything. So then, this love, where I love music, I'm trying to say, why does everyone love music so much? And again, I'm going deep here. I mean, think about it. You go to church, they sing songs, usually. In school, you take chorus as a class. Funerals, they have music. Weddings, they have music. Radio stations have music. Cable stations have music. Music, Bible, everything's existed. When they describe heaven, it sounds like there's music there that's just heavenly and stuff, and people say that. And then, when I watch the closing of the Olympics, I sit there and I say, why are they playing music? Why? The whole thing with the London was all about the music. It was song after song after song. And when I when I watch the Olympics, I think of this as the whole world coming together as one. That the whole world, this is when if we didn't have wars and we didn't have all this stuff, we come together as one at the Olympics to be one world. When you really think about it, it's very, very important. It's when the world turned to the year 2000, that was another time that I was saying, here's the world at once. That we're all experiencing this new year all at once. Okay. So why do we love music? Music is pleasure. I think music is almost like an exercise where our brain is hungry for life. When I was telling you how I love life, I love music, and my brain just wants to hear more music again and again and again. So what I think music is doing is leaving an imprint, which is almost permanent in your brain. I mean, compare it to when you take a class and the professor, it's 8 in the morning and you're half asleep and he's talking about statistics and it's boring. It's not, I mean, again, it's a form of exercise on the brain, but it's not like a massage. It's not like, it's making part of your brain smarter, but music is putting a pleasurable imprint on your brain. Now, it has been proven that if you keep listening to a song and you remember the song, and so like say you have it on the radio and it's playing and they stop you turn it off because for 2 seconds because you thought you might have heard something outside, and then you put it back on. It has been proven in research labs that the brain has remembered the song and it is sending the song brainwaves to the brain. In that gap, the brain kind of thinks it's hearing that song. So it's left such an imprint on your head, in your brain, that it continues the song on when you put that 1 or 2 second gap in there. And it is so programmed because the brain loves music. I'm older than some of you, and I can remember, I mean, I got music going way back in my life. The first song I think I can remember, it goes, sugar, na 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 na, oh honey, honey. That's the first song I can really remember. And I would look at my mom's records, Jim Croce, and Funky Favorites, all kinds of stuff. And there was some guy had a girl in the front with whipped cream on it. So I'd always look at those albums. I'd look at her tapes, Simon and Garfunkel. And I think parents can heavily influence their kids because the kids, they're like, how do I massage my brain with this music, this pleasure? And they look for guidance for their parents. And some parents are right there, some aren't, and I am right there. And I really didn't push the K-pop on my kids, but they love it. My daughter gave me a note of songs that have come out recently, and I'm divorced, so I don't have her all the time. And she's like, you're going to do those reviews, right? You're going to get those done. So she's like my little boss here. So she is loving the K-pop. I mean, she's writing all these notes for me and everything. She lives it. She loves it. She understands it. So going back to my childhood, I can remember a car crossing the street in Portland that was playing Prince, When Doves Cry. That is a permanent mark in me, in my mind, forever. And it just shows you how much I love music. Now, one of my friends just said to me, humans want to be controlled. That we actually want to be controlled. We don't want to be super free. And my mother passed away 2009, which was sad, but I'm definitely a different person since then, less controlled. And, you know, in my romance life, I've made decisions I probably would have been different if she was still alive. You know, the church is set up with the father and stuff, and the church gives guidance. The president gives guidance and stuff. So, music can kind of control us. All right. So going back in my past, I used to have a TV show in the late 80s before Wayne's World, and it had a lot to do with music. And senior year in high school, I got on stage, lip syncing and dancing to music. I always had a guitar I could play around with. I never could master it, but air guitar I can master very well. And I don't think I'm a good singer. Dancing, 3 o'clock in the morning once, I won a dance contest at a club where people that we were just, dancing, and they're like, dance fight, and then they pointed to me, and I did my dance, and then some other guy tried, he put it down. Just music getting out there, I love it when everyone's talking about it. Alright, so then where are we today? If you want, this is where some people should just stop the video, because this is where I go off the deep end. Where I said humans wanted to be controlled, or the brain just wants to learn. I think that the songs are designed, and if you go to my reaction channel that has 60,000, has 90-something subscribers, you can really get into my mindset of how I'm thinking. But I really believe there's a formula. It's not... Songs are like 3 to 4 minutes long because they figured it out. That's our attention span. Stairway to Heaven's more like 7 minutes. And so every once in a while they go off the path. But it takes 3 or 4 minutes for them to get a message into our head. And I think when you listen to a song, I think the goal is to get one major message across. First, the John Lennon Beatles, Imagine. That song has power. Because that one has a message all the way through it when he's like, imagine there's no heaven, or all that. And he's just... That one's just full of messages. And one reason I like K-pop, it might be because I don't know what they're saying. So I, like they say, this is political. Like Obama, the first election, he did so well because people didn't really know about him. So they and if you voted for Obama, good for you. And we have another 4 years. But not as many people came out this time. But during the first election, they're like, here's this guy we really don't know much about. So they projected their own values onto him. Okay, so with the music and the K-pop, what I'm doing is I'm projecting my own idea, my own words to it. And foreign language sounds romantic, sounds sexy, kind of. Probably more on the romantic side. So I'm putting in my own words, and sometimes I'm scared to find out what the actual words are. And FX Hot Summer is the one that just killed me when I found out what they were. They're like, it's hot, hot, I sweat, sweat. And I was like, oh my God, are you serious? Is this it? Is that the words? It's not even their song, it was someone else's song. Because I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, it's so romantic, it's sexy, it's a great song, the words of wisdom. And then when I find out the words, I'm like, I don't know. So that could be one reason why I love K-pop. I am known to like, a cheesy TV show. In K-pop, some of it can be considered cheesy. But I like cheesy stuff. So maybe that makes me like K-pop a lot, because some of it's cheesy. And I don't know. So let's take a look at this video. And what I'm trying to do is I'm saying the videos have a formula, and they're trying to get some certain message in our head. And this is where I was telling you that we like to be controlled. And this song, the purpose of the song, way deep down, might be to get a message to you. And remember when I talked about love? Remember that? Well, that's why songs are so important, and they're almost, 80%, 75% about love, because that's the most important thing to us, and that's what we want to learn, and happy thoughts in our heads, and and then so then they put in the sad, crazy songs, and that just brings us down to reality. So 4 Minute I Me Mine. To me, check out my theory. And this is where people, I'm losing you and you're just like, what is he talking about? But if you're with me, listen here. Watch the beginning of the video. You have the girls, and I'm giving it as a male perspective. You have the girls who, boom, they come out right at you. And they're seducing you with the short, what they're wearing. So they're trapping you into this video. And, is this to make money? Do those girls just love singing so much that they love it, that this is their business? I mean, there's so many players in music, and certain people go for different ways. Who wrote it? What were they thinking? What is the goal? But watch the beginning of the video, and I'm gonna show it here. If you're going along with my thinking, look how it almost looks like they're showing a brain. They're seducing you. They boom come right out at you. They cover up the guy's face because they don't want. I'm a guy. They don't want me distracted by the guy, and then what they're doing is they're prepping my brain for that message that they want to give me. And so look at the images. It looks almost like a brain. It looks like the DNA. They're kind of getting ready to mess with the brain. So let's take a quick look at a clip and see if you're following me, and then we'll continue. So I decided it'd be easier if I get on half of the screen so you can see the other half of the screen instead of you just watching it all by yourself. So let's look at the start of the video. Okay, so the clock, the idea, look at, there's the DNA, they're reprogramming the brain. See all this? Look, so that's subliminal into the brain, those brain waves. And look how many times in this video they're touching their head. So here they're seducing us. Now see how she's touching the brain, the head? Because this is the message. See the brain? They're putting the focus. Now we're not listening, so now they're going to scream at us. She keeps pointing at the head. Look how they keep touching the head. Alright, so we're gonna stop it there for a second. Again, this is entertainment, so I'm trying to entertain you and showing you how deep in thought I can go into the K-pop. How K-pop is music, all kinds of it, American, Korean, they all have a message, and we like songs we can get value out of. Why is Psy Gangnam Style so popular? That one, what's the message? And Sexy Lady is probably the message. Sometimes we want simple, fun, and Psy who we can dance along with. Sometimes it's just so super simple, and going along with that theory, so super simple that people like Psy's video, because some people who might not be that smart can actually like it too and actually search for it. Other songs that have a message in there don't do as popular because only some people get the message. The better the song, the better the video. Rihanna, Diamonds Are Forever is just she keeps saying Diamonds Forever. So that's a simple song, and it's number one. People want to hear that. So I'm trying to say the better the song, the better the message, or some are just fun, like Call Me Maybe. That's just a fun one, and it did very well. Party Rock Anthem, going a little bit off the Korean stuff. It's just a fun one. And so going back to the K-pop, going back to this song, and going deep here, this video is prepping your brain for the message in the middle of it. So let's watch a little more of the video. Alright, and then, I mean, you could interpret how they're touching the guy's back, that they're controlling them in a certain way. Alright, so forwarding along in the video. Alright, now going back to what I was telling you about, people want to be controlled by them putting on the military outfits. Then what they're doing right there is they're assuming authority over you, and it could be interpreted as that way. And then here they go. They're controlling the guy again by doing that. Alright, so now they're getting ready for the part where they got the message. So they have to, remember, you go, now see, they bring it way down low. So the message is usually really high or really low. So see it right here? Here's the message. She's got the military on. She's seducing with that image. There, that's the end of the message, and she screamed out of the message. And then they just finished the video by showing the rest of the song. So so we're done with this part. So the message has been delivered in the song. Thing is, it's K-pop. I don't know what she says, so I glamorize it. She's saying, I am beautiful, and she's saying, I'm beautiful, and I just glamorize it. So that was me saying, there's the secret message. So now I'll go find another song that has a secret message. Okay, so here we go again. Monster, which I think is an excellent video. And the first time I saw it, it's kind of like, I don't know, but this video is turning out to be such a classic. And one of the reasons it's such a classic is you got 5 good-looking guys, Korean guys, and in this video, they take their look and just make them literally look like monsters, just like you know, GD with the things, the hair, the earrings, and everything, and I mean, I have felt like a monster in arguments, like in relationship arguments. Sometimes you feel like a monster, so people can relate with it. So that part's good, but again, this song has a message, and watch how they take this song and they bring it down nice and low. And then watch how they come out of it. And I'm trying to show you a pattern. I'm trying to say this is the most important part of the song. This is the message. And the rest is just fun. But it's to get us to this point right here. Alright, so I'm playing the song around 2:48 into it. So they all got the crazy looks, the contacts in their eyes. Fire and stuff. So they prepped us. Now here they go. They brought it down low. Here's the message. Now you think you're coming out of the message, but they're like, you didn't get the message. Let's do it again. Bring it down. Here it is again. Now watch how they come out of this, right here. Do you hear that? That brings you out of the message. Now you're back to the regular song. And the filming in this is great. So that was the message. So, again, I'm an American. I don't know Korean. I don't know what the message is. It's not nice. These are guys. And they're probably saying, you know, I'm a monster. And then I love you. I love you. And you know what? This is scary because in domestic abuse, you know, you got people who are like a monster, I'm a monster, but then they have that moment where they're sensitive in a relationship, and the people just grab onto that. If it's a wife being beat up by a husband, they grab onto that intimate moment where they're sensitive right there at that moment, and then they hold on to that, and then all the rest is like blah blah blah. So I'm trying to tell you, in this song, people listen for that one moment right there. That's the message. That's why you get 25 million for that, because it touches them right there, that part. If they took that part out of that song, that where they went down and then they came right out of it high, that 25 million would be 25 million. It'd probably be 15 million, because 10 million would be like, I didn't like that. I didn't like it. So Big Bang is such a successful K-pop group. Maybe they have mastered what I'm talking about, of getting that message across. So let's check another one. I found one of the ones that kills me. That the message, because it's in English, it just kills me and it gives me goosebumps. And I'm going back because in the beginning, After School, which has 2NE1 has the most influence on me. After School has a lot. I feel that their songs are perfect, and now I can look back because they're even older. So the song is After School Because of You. Starting the video around 2:39. So this song just it's pretty plateau, and you think that it's already delivered a message, but then it abruptly goes into the message with barely any transition, and that's why it's shock and value. So watch it right here. We'll watch it. I need you. That's what I want to hear from a woman. And more than one saying it here. Alright. Now watch, let's see how they come out of the transition. Ooh. It's the second message. See? Like Big Bang. It's a long message. Now they go high. And they're coming out of it. See, maybe I like this song so much because the message is so long. Alright, here they come. They're coming out of it. Simple lyrics right there. As an American, not know it. So, love the song. Message was long. And maybe that's why I love the song so much. Long message. So, beautiful song. The message, nailed it. So we're going to stick with After School because I think this is one of the most classic messages. When you can take a song like After School Bang, which is like a cheerleading song, which is just bam, loud, loud, trying to get the attention, loud, 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 and then drop it so low and then come back out of it is a talent when you can pull it off. And Michael Jackson, he could go real high. Like his talent was to go high and sometimes low, and he could do it right in the middle of a song. And I also like this one because it sounds like she's almost saying my name. All right, so now watch this with After School Bang. Watch how low she brings it right in the middle of a crazy song. All right. So it's playing the drums. Now they can bring it down. I mean, that is beautiful. Throw a little sexiness in there. 1, 2, 3. Chris. I mean, what is the message? Now watch how high they come up. They bring us way back high because this song is such a high song. Intense. So high. Okay, now they get us back into it. And then we're back into the regular song. So that is classic. So remember where I was saying, imagine, the whole song is has a message. Imagine throughout the whole song. So on those type of songs, when it's throughout the whole song, then when they go down, so you clearly can hear the message, they kind of remove most of the music, and then again come out of it high pitch. So I chose Block B Action, and this is RMX. This might be like a Japanese version of it. I think maybe that might be why it has the R in there. So I'm starting the video at 156, and listen how they get the chorus, and then they take it out, and then they come back out. So the message throughout the whole song is action. So here it goes. Alright, here they go. Now they're going to take it out. Here we go. There it is. See, they took it out? Now watch when they come out of it. They have to go real high. And that gets us back onto the regular part of the song. So that was a perfect example of that. So 2NE1, who I absolutely love, came out with the song I Hate You. And the song is very like this. It doesn't go way high or way low. And so when I tell you in the message they have to go way high or way low, sometimes they don't choose to. So as I start part of the video here, now it's the same thing all along. So they actually put the message along the same part, but then they accent it with a high pitch at the end to see if you were listening. So here it is. I love the interaction. There's that bomb's high pitch. So that high pitch is to alert you. Did you hear the message? I'm going to stop that now. Did you hear that message we just gave? I have no idea what they said, but I love listening to Bomb's voice, and that was a perfect example. But that was to show you got to put the high pitch to see if people listen. If they didn't, they'll rewind and listen to it again. Bomb, she is so beautiful. And I love seeing her without the makeup. And so Park Bomb, You and I. So we get that video, and the song, that's another one of these that just goes like this. But then she brings it real, like they get rid of the music and you can really focus on her voice and whatever the message is. And this one gives me goosebumps. See how it's slow? Listen to that voice. And now they put the music back in. But then now we have to go high to get out of this message. And here's the high part. Oh, they actually slowed it down. They actually did the opposite in this video. And then, boom, back to it. Oh, this was so good at the concert. You and I, this was my favorite part of the concert. I'm remembering it. She was singing it to me. It feels so right, her and I. See, that's the message, you and I. It feels so right. So, okay. I gotta focus. Oh, see, she threw the message at the end. I like that. Alright, I gotta go to the next one. So this channel is devoted to 2NE1 if you're watching this on the 2NE1 USA. I absolutely love 2NE1 USA. And so when you're listening to what I'm talking about, when you're listening for the message, the 2NE1 song, it hurts. It's so low through the whole thing that the whole song is like a message. And I use, again, I don't know what they're saying, so I used the marker of bomb going really high to tell me that this is the most important part of the song, where I need to rewind and say, what did I hear? Again, I don't know what they're saying. So watch as I play it. I'm playing it from 238 in the video. The candle's blown up. So it goes low. So this is the message. So there's the marker to tell me to focus on this. Oh, if I didn't hear it, let's hear it again. So making sure I heard it. Oh. And this is what I love. She looks so beautiful there, Bomb. And now she's just going off on all kinds of stuff. So I don't know. Was that the message? Or is this the message? So, it's just beautiful. So, again, here with Beast Fiction, starting the video at 256. A lot of times they get the rap, and then they go low. And here's a perfect example of them doing the message. This girl's pretty. I'm not sure who she is. I feel like I've seen her before. 17 million hits. So here's the rap, the song. You can hear in the background part of the original song. Keeping that going to make it more dramatic when it drops. Here's the message. The guy looks so serious. This is why we listen to this song. This is the core. Oh, second. Then now, boom, it's right back out of it. Didn't do any major high pitch coming out of it. So there was Beast on that one with the message. Going back to 2 p.m. Hands Up from last year. Near the end of the song, they throw this in, right near the end. So I'm starting at 3 minutes. And watch how they slow it right down at the end and come right out of it with a little high pitch. See? Now they're going to slow it down. Here it is, right here. I love the quality of this video. And here's the high pitch. And then back to the regular message. There's a message. What did it say? I think you're getting the message. So we're going to start to wrap this up with Sister. And we're going to go for Sister 19, My Boy. And this is... They're just so beautiful in this one. And this is a classic one. So I'm at 226 in the video. So they're doing their dance. Very same tone throughout the whole thing. And then they're going to bring it way down. And it gets me right here. Here we go. I love the color in this. They're slowly coming out of it. There's two messages there. Two girls, whatever. And So they came out of that one pretty easy on there. I don't know what they said, but it was beautiful. I felt like they were talking to me. Alright, with Sister Loving You, this is another song that just keeps on going like this, and then it dips down low, because that's the message, that's why we're here, that's why we're listening, and then it comes out of it. So I'm going to set the video at 2:14 into it. They look great in this video. In Hawaii. Alright, here they go, they're going to lower it. There's Hawaii for you. So, and then they're slowly coming out of it. There's a little bit of a high pitch, and then back to the regular song. So, to wrap it up, if you're still listening, and I appreciate it, what I'm trying to say here is we listen to the songs because there's a message, and we capture the message when they go real low, sometimes real high, and sometimes they throw it right in there. We listen to it for that moment, and the rest is a core. Twinkie that's going out of business, I eat it for the cream, but then I have all the stuff around there. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I really love the peanut butter. A little bit of the jelly, I eat it for the peanut butter, but the bread is around it. So in these songs, where we're massaging our brain, and we're listening to songs about love, the most important thing in the world, we listen to it for that moment. Girls groups, guys groups. So I'm trying to go deep, trying to go where no other K-pop person out there talking about it is going. And when they're creating these videos, creating these songs, this is what they're thinking about. It's that moment. That's where you capture the person and you capture the love of their music. This all cannot be about music. I mean, money. It could all be about love. The love of K-pop. And I love K-pop. Thanks if you listen this long. It's Chris from 2anyoneusa.com. There's a lot here. There's many websites that you can go to. Kpopusa.net. Kpop Reactions is a good one. A lot of people like that one. And Video Kpop. If you're just looking for some videos, I picked some that I like. I've been on location, USA, Korea, Hong Kong, Philippines. I've been all over the place looking for K-pop band from MTV. You find interviews, reviews, and you have me as your feature vlogger, and you got Miss C also. Enjoy.